You're my desire, we started this fire. Know you feel the vibe, I know you do. See, I'm not trying to get you with one line. We can just do lines of what drug you choose. Cause you're so beautiful. Everybody in here knows. If you wanna get close, nobody has to know. Baby, let's go. You don't have to be alone. You're pretty sure you're what I've been waiting for. Cause you got rhythm and a good beat, so put that rhythm on me. I know we got that love. Touch me till I'm numb. I read for dopamine. You feel so good to me. I know we got that love. So touch me till I'm numb.
Wordplay, you can feel it in your arteries. Braveheart and soda when it's in the heart of me. Describe me as cooked, cracked, dope, and gnarly. A Harley get to speak in regards to me. My nationality is real MC. Bloodline like Eric B. I rock him. I move crowds on the national level. Drop the bass and turn it to treble. This rap rebel. Without a balls, I do this, y'all. Mic check with it, yes, yes, y'all. You don't stop. Hip hop is where I live at. Drive through on a 1-2. Hand skills on the beam while turning the turntable. Do the wop on the mic while rocking the fat cable. Turn my hat to the back. See the sign says Kango. My angle, I don't have one though. I do this for the love of the music. I know you loving my music. Don't sweat the technique. Don't sweat the technique. Don't sweat the technique. Don't sweat the technique. Okay, thanks for coming right back. Shout out to Soul Brother for making a dope track. Gave a call Mac Arthur, put your touch on that. Now you be the real, so all I state is the fact.
It's time to get up and get ready. Yeah. For the hottest morning show in the ATL. It's the Wake, Bake, and Coffee Morning Show. Live with Georgia First Black Governor. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you the most interactive radio show on Facebook Live. We bring in the hottest news, the illest independent artists, and a whole lot of love, baby. Okay. It's time for you to get up, roll up, sit back, and ride to the Wake, Bake, and Coffee Morning Show with your host, Georgia's First Black Governor. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Amani. Welcome to the Wake, Bake, and Coffee Morning Show. Everybody say good morning to everybody. Man, make sure everybody say good morning to everybody. What is everybody thankful for this morning? I'm grateful to be up, alive here, rocking out with y'all on the Wake, Bake, and Coffee Morning Show. One more day to try to do something righteous in my life. So how do you stand this morning? I got my man Steve in the building. He said New York style. Right. That was Illadelp with Don't Sweat the Technique. And before that was my man Devin Nash from the ATL with Rhythm. Right here in the ATL. Broadcasting live from the ATL to the world over. Good morning, Miss Harris. How you doing? We got Mr. Hardnett in the building. One of the hardest grinders on the southwest side of the ATL. One of the biggest community organizers here on the southwest side of the ATL. So it's good to have you on the show this morning. Miss Tyson, it's good to see you. My man Shaheed, is good seeing you. That right there, that's my man Illadelp. He up in Philly with Don't Sweat the Technique. Good morning, Miss Ashley. How you doing? Amani, how's everybody doing this morning? Make sure you like and share. Tell a friend about the show. Invite some of your people in. We got a good show today. We got some good news that y'all can comment on and say how you feel. And our topic for today is NFL football season is on its way. Where do you stand? Are you in to watch or are you out? And why? And for my people in the ATL, Super Bowl is coming. So how do we approach this situation? To the Falcons fans that's listening, to my New England fans, New York fans, how are we gonna take this? And for the people in the ATL, how are y'all really gonna adapt to it, and how are y'all going to accept knowing that the Super Bowl is coming? Good morning, Miss Margot. Welcome to the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show. How you doing this morning? So, yeah, so that's the show. Also remember to if you would like to advertise on the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show, you can send your inquiry to wbcmsads@gmail.com. And if you're an artist or independent artist that would like to be featured or sponsored on the WakeBake, that like to be have your music played on the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show, you can go to wbcmsads@gmail.com. Between the poetic and the hardest grind in the ATL, #1 on the chart. Salute my man Swatson. And Miss Tyson said I'm staying in my area. Now don't be afraid to come back to the city when the Super Bowl get here, Miss Tyson. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Yasha. Oh man. I wish I can invite you. Can I invite you on? No. Oh, Shanji. Are you watching me on the computer or are you watching me from your phone? Good morning. I would love for you to be watching me from the phone so I can invite you in so you can tell everybody about your show that's coming up. Come on, Ashanji, don't do me like that. Come on in so we can invite you in so you can tell everybody about your play and your show that is coming. When the Super Bowl gets to the ATL, I'm going to stay caution. All up in the house with supplies like it's snowing outside. Boy. Y'all ain't that scared of the Super Bowl is you coming to the ATL. I know, are you on your cell phone? Because it won't allow me to invite you in. So when the Super Bowl come, he will be in the house like it's snowing outside. But that's going to be our topic for the day. Football, where do you stand? Where do you stand? Where do you stand? Are you in it this year or are you out this year? That is our topic for the day. So let's go ahead and move along on into the show. Your Portia Kirkland words of wisdom for today is some broken people will simply hate you because you're whole. The demons attached to them hate seeing you winning. Your joy and peace annoys them. We got a lot of people like that in our lives who just hate to see us winning. It boils their blood to see you on top. But it's okay though. Because just remember that you're a whole. You on the cell phone, but for some strange reason it won't let me allow you to come in live though. See if you can send me a request right next to the comment section. There we go. She said she had to throw the hat on. Good morning, Miss Ashley. Everybody make sure you say good morning to everybody. There we had to put the hat on, huh?
I got on no makeup.
How you think I feel? I forgot to say this morning. First lady gonna
You're
kill
looking
me.
good though. You're looking good.
Same to you. I see that glow. I see that glow. So tell us. I've been seeing it. You've been talking about it, and now it's in fruition. It is here.
Yes.
It
October
is
the
here.
20th is going down at the Bunch Auditorium, 1925 Niskey Lake Road. That's The Devil Wrote Me a Letter. The stage play is based off of my book and my true story of my life of overcoming drugs and depression and pain and all the other mess that goes with it. And it's a
So,
phenomenal, phenomenal story. Go ahead. I'm
so
sorry.
did you work with Knucklehead in putting this together?
Yeah, somewhat. He started off with me, but Russell is a very, very busy, busy guy. So he handed me the reins over, but he gave me some heck of ideas. And he's definitely behind me 100%. He's gonna be in attendance, and anybody with inspired images get discounted tickets. Anybody associated with Inspired Images could get tickets for $15. So y'all know that. Please hit me up because I want you guys all in attendance.
So you definitely got to put all the information in the comments when you get off. And
Okay.
also, can people still buy the book? The Devil Wrote Me a
Yes.
Letter.
They can buy the book off of Amazon. You just type in "The Devil Wrote Me a Letter," or you can buy it out the trunk of my car because I got them on deck too. They're just $10
is
to
the
cost.
voting is the voting over for ATL's hottest?
No, good morning, cousin Beef Hicks. Good morning, Daniela. I'm
Good
sorry,
morning, Mr. Hicks.
Stephanie
Welcome to
Taylor.
the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show.
Hey y'all. Hey, good morning. But yes, ask that question again, because I done woke and baked this morning. Ask me that question again.
Well, welcome to the Wake Baking Coffee Morning Show. Now you just need you some coffee, right?
Yeah.
That'll
But
be our little secret.
I know. I make some cookies.
No crimination on the show. I'm already getting enough
Exactly.
shit from Facebook already.
No, I'm talking about the cookies. I'm talking about the cookies. Yes. But
Yes.
you asked me a question and I forgot what the question was.
I was asking, can people still buy the book? And you were saying yes,
Yes,
they can on Amazon or out the
they
trunk of
can.
your car. And I bust out.
Okay. I love
Good
you
morning, Miss
too,
Curry.
Danielle.
Good, good morning, Miss Precious. Oh, and I was also saying, make sure you put all your information about the play,
Yes.
where it's gonna be, also the discounts, through Inspire Images. Put all
Yes.
that in the comments so people can reach out. So if you're in the ATL, you love plays, you definitely have to go check this out. I remember I met you like what, almost
Four.
10, 12 years ago.
Was it that long? Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's been a while because the
And
first
right, and
play
I remember when
changed
you
mine.
first that's when you first put the book out.
Yeah. Yep, it's been out. Yeah, it's been out since like '09 or something like that. Something
Right.
like that.
Yeah, so it's good to see you still grinding. Are you gonna be
Right.
in a change mind?
No, I won't be in a change mind. I'm gonna be in damnation though. Change mind is on my birthday, October 6th, Libra love. Hey,
Libras in the
Daniela
building.
Curry. Wait, I gotta shout out Daniela Curry. She said me and the crew would try to be there. They are from Fayetteville, North Carolina. These are my middle school friends. Daniela Curry,
Wow.
give me chills. I gotta mention this girl inspired me in the 8th grade. This girl could sing and she used to be in all these stage plays. And my mama used to take me to go see these stage plays, and I couldn't believe I had a schoolmate that was doing something like that. And I promise you, when I saw her on that stage and doing her thing, I was like, oh my God, I want to do that. I want to do that. And I'm doing it. Years later, I took a little vacation, that's in my book, but I'm still trying to live to that dream. So, Daniela, I love you, girl. You the bomb. The bomb.
Yes, Miss
But
Daniela, we thank you. We thank you
yes,
for stepping on up, taking care of business, and pushing her
for
to
sure.
this level. We thank you.
Yeah. Sure, for sure. So I hope I see y'all, Fayetteville in the building. I hope I see y'all. But yes, I am shoot my brain. But I am going to put everything up here. I love what you do. I love what you're doing too. I love
I
to tune in
appreciate
to
it.
you and see what you're doing. I was hoping Crazy Russell will be on here this morning. I ain't talked to him in a minute.
Right.
But I'm gonna be
Since
in
he
Damnation.
since
Um,
and are y'all redoing Damnation this year?
Yeah, we're doing Damnation this year. I'm not sure what day he said it's gonna be on, but yeah, it is coming back because I just got the script. So I know it's coming back. I'm so busy and doing stuff. I just catch it on that day and be like, oh, I got a rehearsal today or whatever. But yeah, I will be gracing the stage as I don't know which character I'm gonna be yet, but Russell will let me know, I guess.
That's what it do. That's what it do. Yeah, he sent me some audition for something, and that's why I told him I had to reach out to my bestie and was like, listen, I gotta take some headshots because I don't want to choke the hell out of Russell at his own audition.
Right. You know the headshots better be on point. No camera shots or none of that. He don't play
Right.
that.
Oh, I know how he get down, and but I know his mouth though. You know what I mean? Good morning,
Yeah,
Mr. Claire. Welcome to the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show. But I know his mouth, and I don't want to choke him out at his own joint to let him know,
exactly.
I'm still big bruh. You understand? I know this is your joint,
Right.
right? But nah, but it's good to
You
have
know,
you
Russell,
on,
thank
huh?
you. I
Ah, you
appreciate it. I was
welcome.
like,
You
Russell,
welcome.
I throw a shoe at somebody.
Man, look, that boy done lost it. That boy there will lose his mind if it ain't right. I already know how he operate.
Yes.
Right. But I thank you for coming on. Again,
Thank
tell
you.
everybody what we getting a letter from the who?
Letter from the devil, honey. It told me how he been trying to be after me my whole entire life and how he was trying to get to me and take my whole mind away from me. But when I turned my will and my life over to the will of God, he had to write me a letter and tell me he was so angry at me because I was no longer going to serve him. And I decided to turn my life over and change it all around. So he wrote me a letter, and
And
it's a
y'all
good
will
one.
get a chance to see it. So I thank you for coming on, babe.
Thank
Make sure
you.
and don't forget to put all the information in the comments for my
I
people in the
am.
ATL so they can come out and
Will
check you
do.
out.
All right,
I,
don't forget, hey, today is Friday, it's payday. I got specials going on. You can cash out me, PayPal me, however you want to do. You go on Eventbrite and pay the full price. But if you do it through me today, I got $15 specials because it's payday. Yes.
so put all of that in the comments and let them know.
Got you. All right, thank you. Talk to you later.
No. All right, babe. Have a good one.
All right, I don't know how to click me off, so click me off.
I got you. Yes, my girl Oshanji, man, she's been doing a lot of big things. She was also in the Damnation play. I actually met her through Russell at one of. I also know Miss Oshanji is also being nominated on the ATL's hottest. So hopefully she will also put that in the comments. Yeah, that's what we do here. We try to bridge the gap. We showcase those that's doing what we do. Whether you're an independent artist, you're a small business, we try to bring you to the people. And we try to show enlightenment for everybody and definitely our people. Right. So, today's topic is football season is coming. So where do you stand? What side of the bridge are you on? Are you going to watch football this year or are you out for the protest because of the new flag policy. That's gonna be, good morning, Miss Kenzie. Miss Kenzie, welcome to the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show. So that is our topic for today. Football season is coming. What side of the fence you on? And if you're in, why? If you're out, why? So we'll be back with your national weather and your news. I got to go pay some bills, and I got to go refill my coffee cup. So if you got to go refill your coffee cup, this will be the time to do it. I'll be back with more of the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show right after this. We'll be back with more of the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show, live with Georgia's first black governor. The Straight A's program, brought to you by Mr. Fred Hope, is free from boys ages 5 to 17. Straight A stands for attitude, academics, athletics, appearance, appetite, and agriculture. Straight A's offer brother-to-brother mentoring sessions, tutoring and reading assessments, basketball skill building, nutrition for the kids, and parent resources. For more information, please contact mentor and coach Fred Hope at 404-287-4395, or you can email him at fredkhopejr@gmail.com. All Straight A sessions will be hosted at the Andrew and Walter Young Family YMCA. The Andrew and Walter Young Family YMCA, where we put the word neighbor back in hood. It is now time for your national weather and worldwide news, right here on the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show. Yes, man, welcome back to the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show. It's now time for your national news and your weather. And you can also comment here on the national news. We're here, we are live. So, for your weather, more rain and storms working their way through the Midwest and the Great Lakes. It is potential for severe weather like hail and damaging winds. So for my people out there in St. Louis and all of that, like Miss Precious, y'all be careful out there, man. Y'all hold it down. More rain for southern Georgia and all of Florida. Sorry, Miss Margot. And the Gulf is also seeing a few showers as well. The far part of the northwest of the country is cool, and also is the upper northeast part. And from Texas to Cali is in the high 90s all the way up to 110. Sorry, Miss Margot. It's raining in Florida. I'm sorry. And let's keep in prayer our people out in Hawaii who is facing after volcanoes eruption, now they are facing hurricane. I'm talking about it turned and went directly into Hawaii. So let's definitely keep them in our prayers. So for your news this morning, it's dragging her in the water. Right. Those are the words of a frantic 911 caller in Sea Ponds Plantation Community Golf Course in Hilton Head, South Carolina. A man on the golf course witnessed a woman being dragged into the lake on the golf course by an alligator. The woman, 45-year-old New York resident Cassandra Klein, died while walking her dog near the 13th hole on the community golf course. Miss Klein, a mother and kindergarten teacher, owned a home in the gated community where her and her husband planned on retiring. According to the witness, the gator tried to attack the dog after she got close to the water, and a tug-of-war for the dog leash ensued between Klein and the alligator. The 911 caller is recorded saying she is in the water now, is dragging her in the water now, and he admitted he didn't know what to do or what he could do. Listen, let me tell you something. Hold up. What I can tell you is this. If there's a tug-of-war between me and Lil Scruffy and the alligator, I just have to explain to the First Lady that her dog is no longer here. Because no way in the hell am I about to fight an alligator for a dog. I would love the dog too. But guess what? God damn it, I'm not about to fight an alligator for the dog. I would just have to come home. Listen, I would have to be in the dog house for however long she gonna be mad. But it's gonna be me or the dog. The dog can't talk, and dead people can't talk. That's all I know. Dead people can't talk, and dogs can't talk. So yeah, Mr. Alligator, you look to be a little hungry. God damn it, Scruffy, I love you, but unless God show me another sacrificial lamb, God damn it, you're it. You're it. And more news. Robbery across the street from police headquarters. Yes. I don't make this shit up. I promise I don't make this up. Robbery across the street from police headquarters. 2 young men in South Atlanta were arrested after police say they robbed a nail salon across the street from the police station. The robbery was happening as the officers were wrapping up a training exercise and saw the crime taking place. The suspects then led the police on a chase and then crashed down a 50-foot embankment. Listen. Why you robbing the nail salon? The number one thing they tell women nowadays is don't carry cash. Most people go in the nail salon swiping their card. Why the hell are you robbing the nail salon? And who didn't case out the joint for the robbery? Not to understand or know that there's a police station directly across the street. They were high. Yeah, they were high, but they wasn't on no weed, though. Weed don't do that to you. They might have been high, but weed don't do that to you, Miss Margot. I'm sorry. You just don't rob the nail salon directly across the street from the police station. Oh, okay. Moved along. Thief strikes twice A donation jar full of money meant for a family of a slain Florida girl, Handy Ravez Velanera, was stolen 2 times in 1 week. The 7-year-old was hit by a stray bullet during a firefight at a Jacksonville shopping center. 46-year-old Tammy Cruz was arrested after video surveillance showing her stealing the donation jar. The store owner, Francisco Sella, stated that they raised more. Nah, they was young, dumb, and unexperienced. Oh yeah, they were young. And so was this young lady who got caught stealing the jar twice on camera. And it was like they knew who she was. Like, you was a person who shot here from the neighborhood, but you stole the jar. Right. Twice. That's crazy. Anybody planning on going to Paris? Anybody got any plans on going to Paris? Anybody got any plans? No? Anybody ever thought about taking Paris as a vacation? And I know it's a delay. Wants to come on. You want to go to Paris? Ms. Margot says yes. Well, Ms. Margot, the end off our news section. This is for those that want to go to Paris. And I title this one, Go Pee Outside. But completely exposed urinals in the street called urinal, a combination of the French word urinal and pavement. It was designed to prevent public urination. Most of the locals have written petitions to get rid of it. Some fear that they would put them near schools. But the designer said it offers an ecosystem to peeing, to public peeing. The device essentially is the box with an opening in the front and a floral display on the top. Containing the straw was transformed into compost for use. Transferred into compost for use in parks and gardens. Some say it make the men look bad, as even if they can't control themselves. The feminist groups are against this, and others are offended because they don't want it in their area, but they have no choice in the matter. How you doing, Mr. Crawford? Welcome to the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show. You're not peeing outside. Well, apparently, a lot of men have been peeing outside in Paris. Apparently. So, they figured that this would be a way to stop men from showing themselves outside. What we chatting about, Mr. Otis? Miss Margot said you're not gonna pee outside, but Miss Margot, I mean, it's eco-friendly. I think that's why the feminist people have, the feminist movement over there has a problem with it, because, hey, I guess the women can't pee outside. Shit, y'all can't pee outside right now, normally. But yeah, go pee outside.
Hey, how you doing?
But it's a little box. It's standing up. What it do, Mr. Crawford? How you? Welcome to the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show.
I am absolutely great. I see that you were talking about like different the drugs and stuff like that. When I was living in Florida, the bath salt was a very heavy thing, and the culture. I think it's the music, the music that we listen to in the modern generation. I think that the music has a simplicity to uh, drugs in the community, but I think we need more of a positive outlook of in our communities. More, it's what we listen to, basically, and it's what we take in. I think that because school is about to start for the kids all over again, and I feel like there should be some type of conscious movement and some type of element movement with that. And I
Right.
think that these yeah, drugs now these days are being laced with totally different aspects of substances. And I feel like we should like start like a campaign or something when it comes to this. Like everywhere you go, like people are stranded on drugs. Like cocaine, like I feel like it's killing the black community. If you really look
So
at
let
it.
me ask you this question. Um, we talk about that a lot here on this show. Uh, my biggest push is this. We can go ask the government. We can go ask these corporations who are making money. Uh, that makes money off of the music, the product, the advertising, the promotions. We can
Yeah.
ask them to change it. But why am I going to stop a billion industry? Because you have some type of emotional tie to how I make my money. That's the answer you're going to get. Because that will be the answer that most people have been given, and that is the answer in which we have given. If we want change, we have to stop seeking from somebody else.
Yeah, truly.
We have to stop asking people who have shown time and time again that our interest doesn't matter. That
Yeah, you're right.
the drugs infestation, the gun infestation, the gang infestation. We don't own any boat planes. None of our brothers and sisters, none of the countries that they come from, that the drugs come from, on boats and planes. So how are we getting?
I think we're
How are they going to bring it here, or how are they going to drop it off in this particular neighborhood? How they know to distribute it to these particular people? Because it's not an infestation publicly and no other community. You got me up, turn me down a little bit. They say you echo. So for our community, no other community asks the government for anything besides the right to be a community.
I feel like the community, if you look, we have a high rate of police brutality in the community because of African Americans being racial profiled. I think that I think oh, it said it's echoing a little bit. But I feel like there's a high rate of police brutality in the community. If you look at some of the things that has happened throughout the recent years, you have you have just drug infestations. But
Did you ever look at it this way? Let me ask you this question. If every day I sit back and I watch somebody slap you, just all day random people just walk up and slap you, do you think that that's justifiable for me to come over there and do it?
No, not necessarily. Because if I figure this, if you came up and slapped me, it would be more justifiable for me to say, why did you, like, I would question you, why, you know?
Because you let everybody else do it.
True, you're right.
You see what I'm saying? So now apply that to the black community. You let your brothers and sisters kill you every day, all day. Then when I do it, you march in the street and say that I hate black people because I'm white. But it's okay for you to die at a alarming rate by people who look like you, who's supposed to love you, and who you supposed to love.
Absolutely right.
So now, my justification of coming in and popping you is because I do this shit all day. Now all of a sudden, because I'm white, now you got an issue. But your brothers and sisters is killing you all day. Okay. So the CIA, the white, the government, we bring the dope in. But it's you who sell it to you. You have a freedom of choice. Good morning, Miss Loretta. But now when you say, okay, it's okay for y'all to sell dope, but the nigga who's supplying it to you, I'm the bad guy.
True, I feel like within that counterfeit, that a lot of the U.S. government know that what they're doing. You know, I think America is nothing but a business. As long as you have money to broadcast this thing called America, because we are nothing but a melting pot. In these other countries, they're living in high natural resources, but I feel like America is running out of resources. And I feel like in all the communities, it doesn't matter if you're black, white, or whatever, but mostly I feel like more attention is on us because we are more dominant at sports, at anything. And I feel like they push the drugs into our communities because they're trying to kill out our population. Like, even what happened in Chicago, I think a couple days ago, a 15-year-old got shot because obviously they were making a music video. And I feel like within that, why is it in the black community? Why do cops think that they can racially profile some of these young generations? This is supposed to be the young generation that supposed to flourish and nourish and teach, bring a new beginning to foundation. That's what
I'm gonna answer that question for you. I'm gonna tell you why they feel like this. Since the time of Marcus Garvey, it's been written by the DOJ, the Department of Justice, that you black men in this country are a threat, especially in coming together, improving education, and having economic stability and resources. Makes you a threat to the national security of America. Fast forward another 60 years, they said the same thing about Kingdom Mountain. They were terrorists. They was a threat to national security. They could not allow them to band together and economically grow resources with African countries in the Caribbean or any other black country on the face of this planet. So whatever we have to do to make sure that doesn't happen, then let's do that. Farrakhan put out a video of a conversation that, well, he was on a video and he was recapping the conversation he was having with someone in Jamaica. He said that he had been in the Nation of Islam and he had not had a vacation Elijah Muhammad felt that he should have it. Elijah Muhammad sent them to Jamaica. In Jamaica, they was filming a movie with a well-known American black actor. He sat down, he had lunch with the actor. The actor was so excited, he told the director Farrakhan was there. The director which was a Jewish guy, said that he was adamant about me. So Farrakhan said, okay. He said he told Farrakhan, we don't hate you. We hate what you stand for, which is the rise of African Americans. So whenever we see African Americans rising, we come out with new content in all media forms. Music, video, art, plays, TV shows, magazines, social media ads, everything to go against the grain of what you're trying to do. Good morning, Mr. Tyson. So now, think about, how do you, young man?
I'm 25 years old.
You're 25. Long time ago, we had things like the Cosby Show. I'm pretty sure you've seen reruns of those. Imagine if we had social media 20 years ago. With those images. Black men going to college, we staying at home taking care of our women and children. We bettering our communities. We building grocery stores. We building hospitals. We building banks. We're flourishing. Imagine if that was beat into the head of African Americans consistently.
True. Okay. I have a question. And then I have to go. What about if African Americans own Disney? If they really own Disney, do you think that it would be more of a big outcome than than anything like things like the Proud Family? If black people really own Disney, like if you really look at the Proud Family, like since we are so dominant in anything that we touch, everything that we touch, it turns to gold. I feel like if we own Disney, how will it be for any other race in America to look at that? Do you think that they will be jealous if they seen something like that? Say, if everything in Disney.
Ask Russell Tyson that question. The young gentleman that just checked in. That's young Disney right there. Imagine if we poured our money into Russell the way we pour our money into Disney.
True.
Do you see the different content that would be displayed for us as a people?
I feel like in any animation that we made throughout television, like you say, Bill Cosby was one of the most creative people known to man when it came to black animations, like Big Bill. If that really hit the front street of Wall Street or Hollywood or anything like that, then I forgot the name of it, Proud Family and other things like that of that nature. We took everything from the black community, like to edify our community, then they would try to shut that down. And I feel like
even if you say that, you also have to take into consideration what Russell said. If Disney was black owned, would we really support it? So we don't have to worry about somebody else taking us down. Will we support our own? Good morning, Ms. Robin.
Well, I'm gonna have to go, and it's nice talking to you about some.
It's nice talking to you. Send me a friend request so you can come on, man. We come on every day, Monday through Friday, my brother. It's good to have you on. I appreciate you stopping by.
All right, thank you very much.
No doubt. We don't know how to put value in our community. Exactly. We always taught to lead the hood. Rise above. Get the hell. Shawn G for inviting them in and allowing them coming in. Mr. Otis Crawford. I appreciate that. Good morning, Miss Robin. Welcome to the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show. So that's the end of our news. I thank the brother for coming on. Our topic for today is football season is coming. And then with the brother coming on, I appreciate the brother coming on. But the topic for today is football season is coming. Where do you stand? Are you in or are you out? Are you watching football this year, or are you boycotting because of the new flag program? And for my people in the ATL, how do you fit in? How do you feel about football season this year? Because the Super Bowl is coming to Atlanta. So that's going to be our topic when we come back right here with more of the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show. And before we leave, Mr. Russell said Disney used to host the NCAA Day that all characters were black and it was a flop. Well, Russell, we'll be back with more of the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show, live with Georgia's first black governor.
For some time in the industry, whose facts I'm in tune with. Birth the impetus for this, the STAC Movement. Stack the quintessential goal of a business. If not, then the question is, why are you in this? And every business has a system to it here. And the system brings success when you put it in the gear. For what you put in it, you get a reaction. Steadily taking action, cash and stack up. I simply simplified the system. Synchronize it's time for you to listen. You like it? You feel it? Now go and do it. Knowledge is only power when a plot. Now go and use it. Edutainment, the market demands it. I see while it's the game with 10 stack commandments. Yo, it's a training, entertaining, education. Apply and style your life like every day's like a vacation. Yeah, so you can bring me along. For more info, go to thestacmovement.com. So you can bring me along. For more info, go to thestacmovement.com. For more info, go to thestacmovement.com.
What it do, baby?
Good morning, Lil Daddy. Welcome to the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show. We are here on the topic side of the show. Football season is coming. Where do you stand? Are you in? Are you out? Are you supporting Super Bowl? Are you supporting football this year, or are you boycotting because of the flag policy? And for my people in the ATL, how do y'all really feel about this? Because Super Bowl is coming to Atlanta. Russell made the comment that boycotting because the Super Bowl will be in Atlanta and the people in Atlanta will be getting kicked out of the city after they volunteer or get a minimum pay football Casino Jr. in Atlanta. Miss Marco, y'all still talking about this cookout? So where you staying, Low Daddy? Are you rocking with football this year? Are you cheering on your favorite teams? Who else is in the building? Are we supporting our home teams? Are we doing football this year, or are we sitting out? And are we gonna sit out because the Super Bowl coming to Atlanta? Are you in or you out? Are we in or we out? But Russell, why boycott the Super Bowl? And do you really think that they really gonna kick everybody out of the city? Mr. Claire said, I'm still watching football. I stopped watching football when the players get together and decide to sit out themselves. Until then, ho Falcons. I'm pretty sure that go Falcons, right? Said Atlanta need to sit out shit, not like we're going to be playing in it. They said Atlanta, Vegas got their money on the ATL. The Falcons should serve the concession stand. Oh man, that's bad. That's bad business. Russell said the Falcons should serve the why should they serve the concession? You know you're going to get jumped on by Falcons fans in here, right, Russell? Welcome back, Stevie Steve. Oh, man, that is funny. Oh, that is funny as shit. Miss Mama Quita said, I'm not a fanatic. My dude is. We will be at the games. So, for those that are going to the games, for those that are watching, if you are actually in attendance, are you going to stand for the national anthem? Stevie Steve asks, does anyone really know what the national anthem means? Is it really about all people in America? Great question, Steve. Does anybody truly know? Huh? Does anybody truly know what the anthem means? Russell says, my dude, how many major events we get excited for, then we get kicked out right after? Mr. Claire said, Atlanta will be playing in the Super Bowl and I'll be enjoying their win. I think Atlanta's going to the Super Bowl. I think they're going to win too, so they can. Because we need our money back. I need the money back for the public school system. I need our money back. So yeah, they need to go. They need to win. All the money that they could have put in the Atlanta public school system that they took out. Oh, but I'm pretty sure, like Russell said, when they kick all the Negroes out, I'm pretty sure that we will get all our money back in the city of Atlanta. Ain't that by the bitch? Right. I'm sorry for the language. Shunte said, hey Ben, they talking football. Yes, Ben, we talking football. Are you in or are you out for football season? Are we rocking out? Are we rocking out? I can't play any music that I don't have permission to, cause I'm tired of getting kicked off of Facebook. Mama Quita says she will not stand for the national anthem. Mr. Claire said he will not stand for the national anthem. Russell said, please, they can take their behind back where they came from. Don't be like that, Russell. Don't be like that, Russell. Don't be like that, Russell. Don't be like that. So y'all are gonna watch football. Y'all gonna watch football. I don't know if I really want to watch. Say, oh no. Please. So is anybody going to answer Stevie Steve and say, do they really know what the national anthem stand for? Russell said, so you're saying that Falcons are going to get a hand-me-out trophy? Hell yeah. You don't think they are? Yep, they're going to get a hand-me-out trophy. You say use the Falcons, they're good at putting out fires. So, what's wrong with that, Russell? You don't think they're going to... The money is already on the Falcons to go to the Super Bowl, Russell, to make history. To make history, Russell. So let me ask this question. For those that are going to the game and don't want to stand, do you fear any threats, or do you fear the potential of there being some type of issue for those that go to the game and don't stand for the national anthem? Because you got to think, you're going to have some people there that truly believe that y'all disrespecting their flag. The Giants lost already. Hillary will be president. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. But I'm saying, good morning, Miss Shamika. Welcome to the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show. So do you feel that if people are going to be there who are not going to stand, do you think that they're going to be an issue? Do you think that confrontation is going to break out in the stands? Do you think that football season will be turned upside down with the side commotions of people not standing for the national anthem? Do you honestly think that the situation is going to get bigger and it's going to be a worse situation? And do you think that we're going to have some riots this year at the football? So those are a couple of questions we got on the table. We're going to take us a small break. We'll be right back with more of the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show. And our topic for today, football season is coming. Are you in, are you out? And why? And we'll be back with more of the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show right after this. Are you tired of living from check to check? Want to increase potential income? Live the life you want? Establish financial and secure future for you and your loved ones? So if you're an entrepreneur, want to own a business, or just need to make a little extra money on the side, contact Josi Kebe to get you started on the road to financial freedom, income protection, and a better life. And let her show you how to leave a legacy.
Tell me something I need to know. Then take my breath and never let it go. If you just let me invade your space, I'll take this pleasure and take it with the pain. And if in the moment I bite my lips, baby, in the moment you know this is something bigger than us. Give me a reason to believe in. And if I want to keep you, I got to love you harder. I gotta love you harder. And if I really need you, I got to love you harder. Love you harder.
Gotta love you harder. Yes, that's my man Shawn Isaac with the Love Me Harder cover. Oh man, in order to keep you, I gotta love you harder. Yeah, right here, we're back live with the WakeBake Coffee Morning Show with our topic for the day. Football season, are you in or are you out? And why? And we also pose the questions, how do you think that the outcome will be in stadiums? Will we have riots this year? Will football season be more focused on people not standing or standing than the actual season in the game? Mr. Joseph Clare put up a comment before the break, and he said, my take on it is that if we as a people don't watch football on TV it still wouldn't affect their bottom line because other factors that keep revenue coming in. Similar to everyday motorists boycotting buying gas when they won't stop. Similar to everyday motorists boycotting buying gas when that won't stop airplanes, trucks, ships, and military still buying fuel. It won't work unless the players sit out. So what do y'all think about that? Do you think that the only way we can truly be heard, or the only way that it can be heard of why the knees have been taken and the protest is if the player sits out? Do you think, and how would that affect everything if the players sit out? And also, how do you convince other players that are not of the black community to sit out? Stevie Steve said, of course there'll be fights, especially when liquor is involved. And Russell says, are you talking about the edited version, Stevie Steve, or the original? Both. They're going to say alcohol took place in both. Mr. Claire said, I think it will be just fine. Trump is trying to make it an issue to inspire people to start situations so his agenda can be pushed. I agree. Pick one, Russ. Hell no. When these Negroes see these prices, they'll be watching from the Super Bowl party. Mr. Claire said, I am watching Super Bowl from home. I'm watching every game from home. Man. Russell says, what if Trump comes again? Listen. Whether you stand or you don't, whether you believe in it or not, we're still going to have these issues. We can protest the flag all day. We still going to have the same problem in our community. We can protest the music all day, but we still going to have the same problem. How do we attack the problem? Do we keep marching in D.C.? Do we keep asking? As I explained to the young man who came on earlier, if you allow everybody to slap you, then you get mad when I slap you. I'm going to ask you why you mad. And my justification is going to be because you allow everybody else to do it. We protesting the national anthem at the football game because of police brutality in our community. But we don't protest the gang brutality in our community. We don't protest the food desert brutality in our community. We don't protest the economic brutality in our community. We're not protesting the education brutality in our community. And we are not holding each one of us accountable in our community. But yet we want to hold everybody else accountable for the things that we can change. This is our problem. We can start, Mr. Claire said, we can start our own leagues, business, crime watches in our neighborhood. Everybody else got it. Ain't nobody else police like we are. We can say we don't want this. We need this. But we got to be afraid. We have to stop being afraid of what everybody else is going to think. Because our people are starving and surviving. Good morning, Julio. Our people are starving. We protest police brutality. Okay, so I'm watching the news. I see one story of a white officer shoot an unarmed black man, but then I turn around and see 5 more news stories of black men shooting unarmed black men. But we're not marching in the street to protest that shit. We blame the government for economic discrepancies, but yet we are not putting our money in our community. We are not opening businesses in our community. We want to run up to the white area and open business. And then we don't even live in our community. So even if we had a business in a white area, we can bring the white dollars back to the black community. We don't do that. You know what we do? Shit. When we make it, I holler. We gone. And we mad at the injustice from other people, but yet we ain't mad at the injustice that we cause upon ourselves. Mr. Tyson said we should go to a cheap number and sit. We should go to a cheap number and sit, but gang or not, these folks stand at graduations. Until we come together, it's just worthless talk. My point exactly. And not even the fact that we come together. It's more so the fact of we have to stop being the problem to each other. We want to protest police brutality, but we are not protesting gang brutality. That the things that affect our neighborhood on a daily basis, the core reason why they feel that they can come in and kill us whenever they want to, because we do it. Listen, if you're an Italian and you give Italians a bad name, they kick you out their community. You're a Jew and you get the Jews a bad name, they kick you out. You're Asian, they kick you out of their communities. They kick you out. We don't do that. We don't hold our people to a standard. When you ride through our communities, there's trash everywhere. When you go somewhere else, they ain't got trash all on the ground. It's little shit that we don't take an initiative. We don't love ourselves enough. Stevie Steve said, I wonder if they told everyone, knee down and you would get in free for the Super Bowl. It would be for the free. It would be for the reason that it was created for. Welcome back, Miss Precious. Russell said, until we elevate financially in business to get them as lobbyists, this is just worthless combo. What is a good alcohol drink? We don't protest nothing. Listen, we can protest the NFL all we want to. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we haven't yet ourselves taken the initiative to fix ourselves. You said we get robbed in our own community. Yeah, we get robbed in our own community by us. I don't see 3 young white boys jumping out of cars, pulling out guns, robbing black people in our community. I see 3 black boys jumping out of cars, pulling out guns, robbing us in our own community. We had to first take back our community. We have to first put back structure in our community. We have to first go back to how it used to be, where we seek counsel from our elders. Our elders can understand leading guidance, where we become back parents of our children, where we go out and help these young boys find other ways. We can create jobs for ourselves. be truthful, there are more whites defending blacks. But we've always had white people that defended us. The problem is we are afraid to defend our damn self. Good morning, Leslie. Welcome to the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show. The problem is we don't defend ourselves. We looking for somebody else to give us something when we don't need them to give us anything. Our communities are jacked up because we allow them to be. Our politicians don't give a damn about us because we allow it to happen. Women say that all the time. All things in a relationship, things happen to you because you allow it to happen. Right. Stevie hit the nail on the head. The problem is there's no more respect in the street or the homes. There's no more respect. There's no more morals. There's no more nothing. Nothing. And our children suffer. Our children are suffering daily. Because we can protest football all day. Leslie, where you stand for football season? Precious, where you stand for football season? Are you in or are you out? Are you in or are you out? And why? Should we be protesting football season or is there other things that we could be doing? So how you stand, Leslie? How you stand, Miss Precious? We're going to take us a quick break. And we'll be back. Y'all can go ahead and keep the conversation going in the comments. I'll read the comments when we come back after this small break. And Russell said we can get back to the Falcons working the concession stand. Russell, you're going to get jumped on by Falcons fans in here, bro. I just thought I'd let you know they take their Falcons football real serious. But what's sad is I'm a New England Patriots fan.
If I got you, you stole my heart away with the things that you do. And lately, you drive me crazy, baby. Maybe that's why I escape in your love. There's no place that I'd run. I never wanna leave from here. Never wanna leave from here. Hey, not a thing near or far that's as perfect as you in my arms. If I got you, you stole my heart away with the things that you do. And lately, you drive me crazy, baby. Maybe that's why I escape in your love. There's no place that I'd run. I never wanna leave from here. Never wanna leave from here. Hey, not a thing near or far that's as perfect as you in my arms.
YMCA, the SAT/ACT Test Workshop Series. Series begins November the 4th, 2017. The workshop will include pre-assessment, 12-hour test preparation courses, post-assessment, academic counseling for parents, and this is an ongoing enrollment. The ACT will cover math, reading, science, writing. The SAT will cover math, reading, and writing. Additional tutoring services is also available.
Reserve your spot today by calling Mr. Agazi at 404-914-1851. Or you can stop by the Andrew and Walter Young Family YMCA front desk to inquire more information. The Andrew and Walter Young Family YMCA, where we put the word neighbor back in hood.
Yeah, man. Welcome back to the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show. We are here live, broadcasting live from the ATL to the world over. We on the topic part of the show that's football season is coming. Where do you stand? Are you in to watch it, or are you boycotting out of football season? Before we went to break, Russell made a couple of comments, and he says this is why our people don't operate in our community. They don't go in the white area, so therefore we can't keep our investment. We don't have money to employ or maintain a building. How do y'all feel about that? Do you think that we don't go into the white communities and open up businesses and we will not be able to infiltrate for their dollar when we get up? And then Russell also states that when we do get up and establish, we overprice our products, and that robs us as well. Steve asked the question, is money colorblind? To me, yes. I'm taking everybody's money. My money is colorblind, sexist blind, sexual orientation blind, disability blind, religious blind. When it comes to money, right, look, I'm everything blind when you come to spending money. My only thing is establishing a community with us where we can build our resources like everybody else. And as I said before, I believe in the diverse community, because that's the first thing they're gonna say if we try to build a black community is, oh, y'all building a black community, we supposed to be America, this is supposed to be diversity. But for me, diversity means different nationalities and different cultures. So now if I'm here, different nationalities, different cultures, that means in my community, how I see it is, we got the Puerto Ricans, we got the Haitians, we got the Dominicans, we got the Jamaicans, we got some Africans, we got some Australians, you know, we got some South Americans. So that's diversity. We all dark. Now, are we gonna stop you from coming in and spending your money? Oh, hell to the no. Why would we do that? That would be crazy. We actually want you to come into our community so you can learn more about us as a people and our community and our culture. The same way we go to the Asian area, or the same way we go to the Indian area, the same way we go to the Hispanic area. It's no different. We still spend money with everybody else. And should we stop people from spending money with us? No. This person said, I want that mug. We got some WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show mugs coming, Miss Precious. I don't know if you can get this one, but we got some mugs coming. Russell said, I gotta go. Call me tonight. Alabama's here. I'll come, yes, get out of... Hold on 1 second. Yeah, so we back. So yeah, Steve, yeah, money is more than just colorblind. It should be sexist blind. It should be disability blind. Anything that you could possibly think of. But for me, like I said, we can't boycott the NFL if that's your prerogative. You want to watch the games, that's your prerogative. For me, we speak about police brutality, and we speak about all these things that plague and affect our neighborhoods. And as I always say, I think that it's okay to be hurt, destroyed, and want to protest police brutality. But are we protesting gang brutality? Those are the ones that's killing our community. Are we protesting poverty brutality? Trash brutality, where our neighborhoods got trash all over the place and the streets aren't clean. Are we taking these things into consideration? Are we trying to make ourselves better to be respected so we don't have these problems that arise? Are we trying to actually place ourselves in a position where we can do better and we will do better? Are we doing that? Those are the questions that we can ask. Those are the questions that we can actually see right here as we jump off. So before we decide we want to protest the NFL, which we can because you have that right and that liberty, but protesting the national anthem though does what for us, poor people in America? What does that do for us? Because our people are still going to die the same day as the game. The day before, the day of, and the day after. Our people will still have poor schools the day before, the day of, and the day after the game. The Thursday game, the Monday game, the Saturday game, or the Sunday game. We are still in our same situation. So protesting the anthem is going to do what for us? It's going to do what to us? Welcome back, Mr. Crawford. So we're going to take us a small break, and we'll be back with more of the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show right after this.
Yeah. Kang the Dreamer. Adjovi Folly.
Welcome back to the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show with your host, Georgia's first black governor.
Man, welcome back to the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show. That was Adjovi, Folly, Odeka. Yes, we're back to the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show. And our topic before we get up out of here was football season. Are you in, are you out? And why? And do we have bigger things to protest besides the national anthem? During the break, Stevie Steve said, it's amazing how one man kneeling has changed the way things will be in the future. If this one man can make a change, we need everyone to step up and do something to make a change. And I agree with you, Stevie Steve, wholeheartedly. One man took a stand against an issue, and new rules and regulations has been written, new laws has come into play. People feel certain kind of ways, people move in certain kind of ways. And As I stated earlier, I applaud Kaepernick for taking the knee. I applaud any player for taking a knee in the stands of police brutality. But at the same time, I still ask these same people who stand in the midst against police brutality, can we also stand in the midst against gang brutality, against economic brutality, poor education brutality? Can we have people who are also going to stand to make our community better? Because we can stop police brutality. We can stop cops shooting people, unarmed blacks in the street. But are we trying to stop young blacks from killing blacks in the street? Are we trying to stop poor education? Are we trying to stop the poverty? Are we trying to reinstitute better jobs, better training? Are we trying to elect people in power or put people in electoral positions that will work in our interest as well as the interests of others that are around us? But most importantly, are we willing to come together to stop the madness ourselves? Because the only true people, the only person that can help us right now is God Almighty. Us and God. God and us, that's it. Because asking the government to do something, we've been fighting this same fight 400 years. Like, at a certain point, it has to click to the individual to say, hey, they're not on our side. They're not with me. It's almost like being in a relationship. How long do you stand around and let someone beat on you? How long do you stand around and let someone cheat on you, misuse you, steal from you, disrespect you, before you leave and say, you know what? It's just me and God, and I'm going to make this happen? When are we going to view it from that standpoint? Because I can scream and yell and be upset. Yeah, police brutality, they killing black men. The police is wrong. White people are doing this and that. But at the exact same time, somebody black is killing somebody black. And a very high number more than whites are killing blacks. Steve, I bet you one thing for sure. He didn't think, this was going to happen from him kneeling. I don't think he felt that it was going to happen either. I think he just took a chance. I don't think he felt that his career would have been in jeopardy. And if he did, I think that would have been the only thing that he would have feared, or he would have thought would have happened. But I don't think that he wrapped his head around this or imagined that it would go to this level. Because I don't think anybody did. Because remember, a lot of football players used to sit during the national anthem. Like, they never stood anyway. They sat on the bench before Kaepernick took this knee. So my only outcry is, like I said, we can protest the NFL. You can watch the NFL. But the day of, the day before, and the day after of any NFL event, our people are still going to have bad neighborhoods, poor schooling, bad leadership, and less respect. And our children are still going to get shot dead and die in the street. So what is more important? Protesting the NFL and the flag policy, or protesting the gang violence? Protesting all the trash and dirt that brings the property value down? Protesting the grass not being cut and 50 cars parked in a driveway that don't work, that bring the property value down? Oh, football is still going. I agree with you, Stevie Steve. Stevie Steve said football would still be football. And I agree. Football is still gonna be football. They still gonna make their money. And guess what? Whether we protest or not, how many of our young brothers and sisters are still gonna die in the street? How many of them are still gonna get inadequate education, inadequate jobs and pay? How many of y'all are gonna still try to go to the NFL? How many black brothers and sisters still want to play ball to go to the NFL and become an NFL player? How many brothers and sisters whose ambitions and desires to be doctors, lawyers, and do good for the community will get shot down days after they graduate high school, days before they supposed to report to college? How many graduations going to get shot up this year during football seasons? How many parties are going to get shot up this year during football season? Is protesting that going to make us stop doing the bull crap that we do every day in our community? Is it really going to stop it? Is it truly, truly, really going to stop the foolishness? It ain't stopped it yet. And how long has Kaepernick been out the league? 3 years? How long it's been going on? 3-4 years? At least 3. And we still dropping each other like flies in the street. We still have inadequate education. We still have inadequate job training, inadequate jobs, inadequate pay. Our women are still at home with no daddies in the house. The children are growing up with no daddies. We're still filling the prison system in alarming rates. Our children are either going to the grave or to the penitentiary. So protesting the NFL does what for us? We might as well just go buy tickets and enjoy the fucking game. 3 years. For the last 3 years, Chicago has gotten worse, Detroit's gotten worse, Atlanta's gotten worse, LA is getting worse. In 3 years. Oh, we can be mad for the son of a bitch comments. Oh, get these son of bitches off the field. We mad at that. But we ain't mad at our people down in the street. We ain't mad at the poor people not eating. We got people that fought for this country that sleep on the street, that don't get no food. We got babies that sleep on this street in this country. We still have soldiers and troops in other countries fighting right now. Where's the peace at? We got a lot of issues and a lot of problems. Boycotting the NFL, I don't really see that at the top of the list. Because guess what? Police brutality has been going on a whole lot longer than Kaepernick taking a knee. Police brutality has been going on since 1619. Police brutality has been taking place during the 60s and 70s when people marched and held hands in peace and believed in non-violence and still got beat, sprayed, dog sicked on them, and water hoses. Police brutality still took place even when the community got locked, loaded, and armed with the Black Panther Party and still stood their ground and was legally to carry weapons to protect themselves, and you still had police brutality. The government brought in crack and guns, and yet we still have police brutality. So police brutality has not changed. Rodney King, the riots in Detroit, the Detroit riots, the Watts riots in the 70s, police brutality was behind all of this. And here we are decades later. What have we learned? Have we grown? What have we what have we taken from this? Hopefully what you've taken is we had to stop trying to run to DC and Washington and these local officials for our best interests, unless we dominate the local officials and the legislations. And due to the fact that we do not dominate the local officials, and we definitely don't dominate anything in the legislation area where we control and write laws, why are we running to somebody who's not going to give us something or haven't given us anything for all the time we've been here? However, yet. And Stevie Steve makes a great point. And they got body cameras, and they still, just like when I did the story on Monday about the Texas cop who shot into a car full of young black teens, saying that the car was a threat to him. But according to his body cam, he was in no harm, and his own partner testified against him to say that they wasn't in any danger where they had to draw their sidearm and fire upon the car. So we know this. You know, Josi from the STAC Movement says something very great every time. He said, knowledge is okay, but knowledge is not power. The application and applying the knowledge, that is power. We know. Good morning, Miss Jones. We know, and before we get up out of here, Miss Jones, good morning. The topic for the day was football season is coming. Are you in and out, and why? But he said having knowledge is one thing. Applying the knowledge that you have is something completely different. And what I've noticed is, Stevie Steve, is that we have a lot of knowledge. We know about all the things that has happened. We know this, and the third. And we also know how we can solve certain issues and certain problems. Yet we never apply the knowledge. We just scream, yell, shout, and fuss and fight. We never apply the knowledge. We never do. We know picking up trash and cutting the grass make the property value go up. We know taking all the old rusty cars from your neighborhood and trashing them or sending them to the junkyard or selling them for scrap and get them out in front of your front yard make your property value go up. We know this, but we don't do it. We know we have a problem with we dying and going to prison. We have solutions. We don't do it. We don't support the solutions. We don't invest in the solutions because we feel that anything we invest, we need a profit or a return, as opposed to investing into a person, because your profit or return in a person could be that they could start something great to employ your children and your grandchildren. They might be the next great phone company that can employ our children and grandchildren. They could be the next person to make things happen great for us as a people. We never know. And one of the biggest things that we do have is we have a high rate of abortions and we have a high rate of death in our community. And we protest police brutality. And I'm not saying don't protest police brutality. What I'm saying is we have gang brutality. We have economic brutality. We have food desert community brutalities. We have so many brutalities that take place in our community that we do to each other, or we allow face-to-face confrontation to happen to us that we don't worry about. But we worry about the NFL and the flag policy that we have no control over. What are we gonna do, people? So whether you for watching the game or not, as I stated earlier, that's on you. I believe that We just have other things and bigger issues that we could be concerned with. Like I said, if you're going to protest the football league, good morning, Miss Harris. You want to protest the football league, I took my hat to you, go ahead. But at the same time, while you're protesting the flag policy, let's also protest the gang activity. Let's also protest the poverty. Let's also protest the inadequate education, the inadequate school systems that we have, the inadequate pay, the inadequate jobs. There's a lot of things that plague our community that we can solve. And one of those, and I can tell you this, if we truly want to stop police brutality, we have to stop killing each other. If we stop killing one another, then they won't feel like they got the right, or they won't feel comfortable coming in doing it themselves and not being held accountable. Because if we came out and held each other accountable for killing each other, they definitely know that they can't come in here and do it. They definitely know that they can't come in here and just do whatever. But we, as a people, have to learn to start dealing with us and taking care of us. Because at the end of the day, like I said, 400 years, what have you learned? What have you seen? Nothing has changed. So since we know this, what are we going to do? Because having knowledge is one thing. Applying knowledge is something completely different. I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show. That is my time. I appreciate y'all for coming in. If you missed part of the show, you can go back and watch the replay. Make sure you like and share. Tell somebody about the show. I definitely am grateful. And as Miss Harris says, she agreed. We have to start with us. We have to start with us. First, we have to put God first, and then everything else will follow. Put God first and everything else will follow. And I mean have a relationship with God, not necessarily a relationship with the church and the pastor, but a true spiritual relationship with God. Ask Christ to come into your life, give you some guidance in some spiritual way. Because only through the Son can you get to the Father. At the same time, though, we have to start working on us. We have to be with us. So I thank you all for coming in and rocking out with me. I had a good week. Tomorrow we'll end the poll. So if you have not participated in the poll, go to the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show page. Cast your vote for the poll. The poll closes tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Also, if you are a business and you would like to have commercials advertised on the WakeBake and Coffee Morning Show and be a sponsor, you can contact us at wbcmsads@gmail.com. If you know anybody who is an independent artist or you are independent artist yourself, you can also get at us at wbcmsmuzik, that is music, MUZIK, @gmail.com. And just like, and I have to send a big shout out to my man Stevie Steve. I forgot to do it earlier when you came on, Stevie Steve. Definitely big shouts out to Stevie Steve. Stevie Steve is one of our Patreons. Stevie Steve is a Patreon of the show. If you would like to be a Patreon, any donations we are accepting. We are building more tiers. We are building more tiers. The tiers we have, the only tier we have right now is a $3 tier. It's a $3 a month to help keep the show going, to keep us moving so we can build the show, make it more professional, get banners, get better mics, and be able to bring you a real, true, live, great show with more great content, live video playing, not just me, but also when we're playing the music, you can actually see the artist and not just me. So we got a lot of big things for the show. So you can make your donation or you can become a Patreon at patreon.com/wbcms. I thank each and every one of y'all for y'all time, man. I am grateful to be here, and we'll find out the new time on tomorrow. And may God be with you and keep y'all until we meet again. Remember, faith without works is dead, and God did not wake you up to be selfish. He gave you a gift to share to the world, to be a blessing to somebody else. So I love y'all, man. And with that, God gone.
It's the Wake, Bake, and Coffee Morning Show. Live with Georgia First Black Governor. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you the most interactive radio show.